My name is Paulette Hamilton. I am a Labour councillor in Birmingham. I cover a brief called Adult Social Care and Health for the City of Birmingham, England, and I'm a local councillor in an inner city ward called Holyhead in Birmingham. This role I have held since 2015. It's a very important role because my background is in health. I'm a nurse. I've been a nurse for over 20 years, and I've worked on the ground floor, and I've seen some of the inequalities and some of the issues that the Black community, the Black and African community, African Caribbean community in Birmingham have faced over many years. What I'd like to do today is just thank you all for inviting me to this first Black International Conference that's been held in online, but in the UK today, because I think it is really important for us to do this. I'd like to give you some statistics before I go any further. Health inequalities have significantly increased over the last 12 months, and a great deal has had to change. It's left its mark because of COVID-19 across both the city and the country and worldwide. Many families have lost their loved ones. Now, in Denise's video, she talked about some of the issues faced by Black people in this country around prostate cancer, mothers losing their babies at an early age, and the fact about type 2 diabetes, and the fact that many of us live with type 2 diabetes, and the fact that we do need to keep healthy and we do need to be fit and well. But over the last year in cities like Birmingham, many of our African and Caribbean people, we've lost our jobs, and people have struggled. They've struggled to keep fit, and they've struggled with their mental health. Now, I'd like to share with you the fact that in a city like Birmingham, we have 42% of our population in Birmingham are from the BAME community. 41% of people from Birmingham, the population, are classified as deprived, and we have a very high unemployment rate. Life expectancy differs between men and women in the inner city. Now, if you know Birmingham, you will know if you live in one part of Birmingham, say Sutton Coldfield or Moseley, compared to an area like Aston, which is less than 3 to 4 miles apart, you have a life expectancy of 12 years. If you're a man, you will live 12 years shorter than a white person. And if you are a woman, it's 9.5 years shorter you will live. So what that shows you, Birmingham is a very young city, but if you are from the Black, African and Asian community, you are dying a lot younger if you live in certain parts of the city, and people are dying decades before they should do, and they're living far poorer lives in those parts of the city. I just wanted to share with you today that 61.7% of adults in Birmingham are overweight and obese. And as Denise talked about health and well-being, she really emphasized on the issues around keeping well. In the city, we do an awful lot of work around keeping well. We've got over 500 parks in Birmingham. In Birmingham, we actually do lots of free activity for people to keep fit. And the advice I give to people, and Denise talked about it in the video before this, is the fact that as a community, we need to ensure we stay fit and well. We need to ensure we exercise. We need to ensure we eat well. We need to ensure we get enough sleep and we get enough rest. Communities out there die from a lack of knowledge. So we need to ensure that we educate ourselves. We educate ourselves on what are the right things to do around health and well-being, because health and well-being is not promised to everybody, but we can help it with what we eat, the exercise that we do out there, the time of the day that we eat, how much rest that we get within the community. All of this influences how we survive as a community. It is really important today, and I'd like to encourage everybody to ensure that we look after our health. Denise said it far more eloquently than I did. She was influenced by Tessa Sanderson, another track and field player, to go into sport. I was influenced by people from the first generation, from the Windrush generation, to go into nursing. I saw lots of wonderful nurses out there, and I knew that is something that I wanted to do. But it didn't stop there. It meant that when I went into the area of nursing, I was able to help people and to support them, and to also learn what the issues were within our community. But as a politician, I'm even able to do more, because heading up social care and health has been a wonderful way of going forward. Social care and health looks at ways of working across both health and social care to help the community. In the UK, many people do not know what social care is. They think social care is a construct. They have no idea. They just think it's a free service. But can I say today, social care is not free at the point of delivery. You are assessed for social care, and too many of our people do not understand what it is they need to access social care. As somebody that has headed up social care for the last 6 years, it has its benefits. It keeps you safe and well in the community, but it also keeps you independent. And many people do not understand this, because sometimes we need a little extra support out there to ensure that we remain fit and well in the community, with that little extra help from social care. And people do not understand this, and they suffer in silence. So what I'm hoping is, over the next few hours, you will learn through what goes on in the workshops and through what happens at this summit. You will learn what it is we can do to not just stay well, but if we become unwell for any reason, as a community, we know what to do to access the health, the care, the support we need to enable us to stay fit and well within the community. I'd like to say that this has been sponsored by This Is My City and by Birmingham City University, that do so much work in Birmingham for our city. Birmingham University have trained so many people to do so many wonderful things out there. And over the next few hours, you will see why, when this conference begins, you will see why it has been so important, and why these two sites, This Is My City and Birmingham City University, have sponsored this event. Can I say to you, enjoy the program, enjoy the speakers. We've got some really eminent speakers today. Denise Lewis's video really inspired me, and I know that many of the other videos that you'll be watching today, and the interaction from the workshops and the speakers that you will hear over the coming days leading up to the event, will absolutely blow your minds. I am a local councillor in a ward called Holyhead in Answorth. But we can think bigger, we can do better, we can progress to a higher level. We just need to understand what the issues are and work towards, together, work towards solving them. Thank you very much.